Responding to a complaint from farmer Frank Miller regarding a missing chicken, Centerville police officers Cliff Robertson and Ronnie Peterson briefly confront local eccentric Hermit Bob in the woods. On their drive back to the station, Cliff remarks that it is still daylight after 8 p.m., while Ronnie notices his watch and cell phone stopped working. Farmer Miller talks about Hermit Bob with hardware store owner Hank Thompson at the local diner. Hank hears a worrisome radio report about polar fracking. Hank and diner waitress Fern also wonder why it isn't dark outside.
Following a news report seen at the Centerville Juvenile Detention Center, Geronimo tells fellow young inmates Olivia and Stella that polar fracking has altered the Earth's rotation. Delivery man Dean drops off rare magazines with gas station owner Bobby, who also sells pop culture memorabilia out of his store. Moonlight Motel owner Danny Perkins watches broadcaster Posey Juarez's news report about pets behaving strangely. Farmer Miller also notices that his farm's animals have disappeared.
Cliff and Ronnie regroup with Mindy Morrison at the police station. The three officers discuss the strangeness going on around Centerville. Ronnie and Mindy leave Cliff alone with the corpse of town-drunk Mallory O'Brien for the evening. Hank, Fern, and overnight cleaner Lily discuss Mallory at the diner. After Hank leaves, Lily tells Fern about Zelda Winston, the odd new undertaker at the Ever After funeral home. Meanwhile, Zelda practices her sword skills in front of a Buddha statue in the funeral parlor's back room.
Two zombies, obsessed with coffee, reanimate when night finally falls. The two zombies maul Fern and Lily inside the diner. Hank summons Cliff, Ronnie, and Mindy to the diner when he discovers the bodies in the morning. Ronnie tells Cliff he believes zombies slaughtered Fern and Lily. Zoe and her traveling companions, Jack and Zach, stop for fuel at Bobby's gas station. After buying Sturgill Simpson's The Dead Don't Die CD from Bobby, Zoe and the two young men check into Danny's Moonlight Motel. Cliff and Ronnie discuss the diner murders with Danny. The two officers meet Zoe, Jack, and Zach while at the motel. Danny mentions that his cats went missing. Olivia, Stella, and Geronimo also discuss the diner murders at the Juvenile Detention Center. Geronimo suggests an impending zombie apocalypse is responsible for the deaths. Cliff and Ronnie find open graves when they investigate the cemetery. Hermit Bob spies on the men from a distance before separately concluding zombies are loose.
Ronnie gives Cliff guidance on how to kill zombies. Bobby and Hank have a similar conversation as they prepare weaponry. More zombies rise from the dead that evening. Danny is attacked at his motel and turns undead. Zoe, Jack, and Zach lock themselves in their room after a Posey Juarez news bulletin warns them of the danger. Cliff and Ronnie bring supplies back to the police station and tell Mindy about the zombies. Mallory O'Brien reanimates. Ronnie decapitates Mallory.
Two corpses reanimate inside the funeral home. Zelda beheads them with her sword. Zelda meets with Cliff, Ronnie, and Mindy. The three officers leave Zelda at the station while they go out on patrol together. Cliff, Ronnie, and Mindy find Zoe and her two friends dead when they investigate the motel. Ronnie beheads all three bodies to prevent them from reanimating. Ronnie takes Zoe's Sturgill Simpson CD, which Cliff later throws out of the car window. Hank and Bobby are overrun by zombies while holing up in the hardware store. Hermit Bob sees zombies mauling Farmer Miller. Geronimo, Olivia, and Stella flee the juvenile detention center when zombies overtake the building. Zombies surround the patrol car when it stalls. Unable to take further anxiety after seeing her undead grandmother, Mindy exits the vehicle and lets the zombie horde kill her. Cliff asks Ronnie how he knew about the zombie attack. In a meta moment, Ronnie explains that he read the full script for the movie. Cliff complains that director Jim Jarmusch only gave him pages for his specific scenes. Having previously driven through town, Zelda continues slashing her way through zombies on foot.
Zombies amble away from the patrol car as a UFO suddenly arrives to hover over Centerville Cemetery. Cliff and Ronnie observe in astonishment as the UFO beams up Zelda and flies away. Cliff and Ronnie decide to go on the attack. The two officers exit their car and begin killing undead Centerville residents, including Bobby and Danny. Cliff becomes upset when he sees Ronnie behead Mindy. Zombies eventually overwhelm Cliff and Ronnie. Hermit Bob observes the fray through binoculars, while commenting to himself about the situation's metaphoric meaning.
Make sure you like, comment on your thoughts on the recap, and subscribe with the notifications on for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.